Welcome to Coffee Talk. It's another beautiful day and I've got my coffee, so let's watch some stuff.
This is why society is programmed to always eat fast food. Everywhere you go, you see a fast food restaurant, and there's a deep meaning behind this. Because if you notice, it's not a lot of options that's good for you. It's actually the complete opposite, and here's why. If you produce processed food that's cheap to make, then sell it for more than double the price. The government makes almost 100% profit off the people that decide to eat fast food. This is why healthy food is more expensive because they can't process it. They even inject most meat with hormones to make it bigger. The reason why is because if you eat a burger, it fills you up faster. But a couple things happen after you get done eating fast food. First, your stomach starts to hurt. This is because your body can't really use anything you just ate for its own benefit. Then you get tired because there was no type of energy in what you just ate. They even serve this food with things like soda or Dasani, which is literally the worst water to drink because of all the chemicals that's inside this water. But why would the government want us to consume so many bad things and advertise it? A theory is that this is a method to lower the vibration of society. As humans, we are all powerful and made up of energy. But if we constantly consume things that are processed and bad for our bodies, it'll naturally lower our energy, which is why you get tired afterwards. And I'm sure we all heard the saying, you are what you eat. So if you eat a lot of processed junk, naturally you're gonna feel like it. Make sure you're staying mindful of what you're eating because
They're playing. That's totally true. Any fast food restaurant, anywhere you go out to eat, is going to try and give you as much as they possibly can for as little as they possibly can. That's why they typically give you the French fry, the starchy vegetable, the potatoes, and it takes up a lot of space and it makes you feel like you're getting a lot. And they're able to charge you an arm and a leg for it, and it does nothing for you physically, nutritionally. Buckle in because this is how it's going to be today. I just wanted to take a second to tell you how much I appreciate you hanging out with me for today's coffee talk. Even though it's quite filled with distractions, thank you so much. If you're having a good time, maybe you consider hitting that subscribe button and come back tomorrow because I'm making a new video every day.
Have you heard about the 440 hertz frequency theory? It's known that most mainstream music streaming services use this frequency. But here's something you might not know. Listening to 440 hertz can unknowingly turn off the creative part of your brain. This frequency shuts down the right side of your brain, making you more logical and less creative. It might seem like a coincidence, but the person who changed the tuning from the original 432 hertz to 440 was also involved in creating the General Education Board. He famously said he didn't want a nation of thinkers, but a nation of workers. If that sounds a bit unbelievable, there are studies suggesting that the 432 hertz frequency can even rewrite DNA and promote healing in the body. Maybe it's something worth considering. Like and follow for more.
Now, I'm just learning about people's individual vibrations and the Earth's vibration and how it's healing and how certain frequencies can alter DNA or chemical composure of things. And I think it's really interesting. And to hear about how music on these streaming platforms is played at a certain level that can alter the brain is quite terrifying, to be perfectly honest, because our generation, our younger generations, are they're not challenged the way that my generation was. The grading structure alone, I played that video a couple days ago about how they can just show up to class and do a portion of the work and still pass, which is crazy. They kind of go hand in hand, don't they? The younger generation is always listening to their AirPods that they have now and vibrating at this certain frequency, and it's altering their brain, and now they just can't do it, so we have to change the grading structure in order to accommodate their altered brains. But now we have no workers because today's generation doesn't want to do anything. They're lazy. They want to be catered to and put on a pedestal, and oh my goodness. right, so we're raising a puppy in a house of 4 dogs. So this is my rare opportunity to sit down and do my recording, and so I have to have them in here with me. So they're outside, thank goodness, right now going potty. And what I wanted to say about that video is, it's drones. That was easy.
Take a look at this new alien footage that was captured around January 5th, 2024 on a small island named Mel in Brazil. The residents captured 3 alien beings on top of one of the little hills and coming down. Could this truly be ETs, or is this something else? Now, I would like to note that they have noted and stated several times in their videos that this is an area that is not accessible by a normal person. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think.
Você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Só não vem à noite.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Ele parece. Sabe aquele assim?
Essas plásticas é grande?
Mexe. Ó, ele tá no meio do morro. Olha ali, olha ele no meio do morro.
Ele vai ser camufladão,
A gente tá no quilômetro e meio daqui, né? Olha só, ele tá descendo agora. Tá descendo. Cara, menos de um minuto. Olha só.
Não, gente, vamos lá.
Não, olha lá. E como que se fosse um macaco? Tá conseguindo ver ele ainda?
Aham.
Em direção a essa pedra.
Tá no zoom máximo aqui.
Continua descendo. Continua descendo. Cara, faz 2 minutos que desceu do topo.
Ele desceu muito rápido.
Olha as passadas dele, o tamanho.
E ele tem trilha?
Não. Putz,
Não,
é um
sumiu.
gigante. Não, eu tô vendo aí, eu tô vendo. É um gigante
O meio
mesmo.
falou, é uma milagre. Ele tá descendo.
É um gigante mesmo. Não, ele vai pra algum lugar, velho. É.
Gente, olha o tamanho do cara lá.
Olha a rapidez. Olha a rapidez. Caiu atrás da pedra.
I don't know about that one. It looked a little suspicious, like objects on the hill are closer than they appear. And then the way they came running down, like they didn't change size. Like as they ran down, you know, physics, science, real life says that they should get larger, right? As they get closer. Ooh, almost dumped coffee everywhere. But yeah, didn't look like that, did it? There's never any good alien footage. And when there is good alien footage, it looks super fake. What do you think? Do you think those are real? Do you know where I can find some good alien footage? Because that'd be nice.
This scientist said they had discovered the Garden of Eden and that they couldn't believe their eyes when they saw what was in there. Check this out.
Dude, this is awesome, guys. I've never seen it this clear. Yeah, it was super murky. Dude, look how deep that is. It's like 20 feet deep, but it looks so shallow. The powerful. That is wild. That's crazy. Real powerful. Look how crystally it is. Oh my god. Oh no. There's no way. Oh my god. Wow, dude. Look at the crystals on it. Dang. I don't know what type of crystal it is.
Go to the link in bio for the full video.
So I'm definitely going to have to watch some more on this Garden of Eden up in the North Pole, because that didn't say much of anything. What does he mean by the power of gold? Obviously, I guess I have to watch the whole video in order to find out what he meant by that. But the crystals, what's the deal with that? And how is this the Garden of Eden? I guess it's just my fault for finding a really crappy video to show you guys about how they found the Garden of Eden. I'll find some better ones. Just keep coming back. I'll figure it out.
Picture this. Taylor Swift, the pop princess whose every move seems to captivate the world, but behind the glamour lies a spellbinding conspiracy that will make your head spin. First, let's talk about her style. Have you ever noticed how Taylor's fashion sense seems to mimic her romantic partners and those around her? It's like she's a chameleon, blending into their world effortlessly. Some say it's just coincidence, but others speculate it's part of a mysterious pact she made for her soul. A deal with the devil, if you will. Then there's her music. Swift's songs have a way of hypnotizing her fans, drawing them into a world of heartbreak and triumph. It's like she's casting a spell with every lyric, weaving a web of enchantment that's impossible to resist. Some even claim that if you listen closely enough, you can hear hidden messages buried within the melodies, a secret language only true believers can decipher. Some people state that the brainwashing is so intense that they change and defend things that they would normally go against. But here's where it gets really juicy. Rumors swirl that Taylor Swift didn't just stumble into fame, she bargained for it. Whispers abound of a midnight rendezvous with a shadowy figure, where she traded her soul for success. They say she's bound by an otherworldly contract, forced to dance to the tune of unseen forces. So the next time you find yourself singing along to a Taylor Swift song or scrolling through her Instagram feed, remember, behind the glitter and glamour lies a world of secrets and sorcery. And whether you are a skeptic or a true believer, the Swift spell will continue to cast its magic over the fan base, over the people, for years to come.
This is the first of many Taylor Swift videos that I want to share over the next week or so. And I didn't really touch into like the Super Bowl like I thought it might, or into politics like I thought it would, but that's okay. I will find those and we will have them together. But I don't see anything wrong with defending something that you like. If you like Taylor Swift, defend her. I mean, this whole video, you can literally take her name out and put any other musician's name in there, and it would ring true. Also, any actor or actress, it would ring true as well, because that's just what we do. We don't like something, we throw them under the bus as much as we possibly can. And oh, their fans are crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And as far as her dressing like her partner that she's with at the time, some people like to do that. I had a neighbor that used to do that. She and her husband would do twinsies, and when her daughter was in town, she would twinsy with her daughter. So what? Some people like to do that. Oh, if we're going to go out in public, let's look the same. Let's dress up, dress nice, dress the same. So what? Because I personally couldn't name a single song by Taylor Swift. I really can't. But I don't see anything wrong with being good at what you do and having people like you. It's all right. Don't be jealous.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced a new controversial taxpayer-funded $53 million pilot program that provides prepaid debit cards to migrant families staying in short-term hotels in the city. Here's how it'll work. So initially, 500 prepaid debit cards will be given out, one per family. Each person gets $12.52 a day. So a family of 4 would get roughly $50 a day. A family of 6 would get roughly $75 a day. The city's contract with Mobility Capital Finance provides that the cards can only be used to buy food, baby supplies, and necessities, and can only be used at local bodegas, convenience stores, grocery stores, and supermarkets. Mayor Adams says that he thinks this plan will actually reduce food waste and stimulate the economy, because now instead of having to hand out free food and supplies, these migrants can spend this money at local shops and put it back into the economy. He says the plan is expected to save the city $600,000 per month, which equates to about $7.2 million annually. Critics of this plan think that this will only entice more migrants to come to the city. Moreover, they're not keen on the no-bid contract with Mobility Capital Finance, which provides for a large amount in fees for the firm, specifically a $125,000 one-time setup fee, $250,000 annually for management fees, and also fees depending on how much money is distributed to the migrants. So $1.5 million to the firm for the first $50 million handed out, $2.5 million for the next $100 million handed out. Critics are also skeptical of the oversight. In other words, how can the firm be sure as to what the money is being spent on? How will they track it?
This kind of ties into the video I played yesterday about the veterans that were kicked out of their hotel to make room for illegal immigrants. And now we're giving illegal immigrants money, even though there are people that are working, 9 to 5 jobs, working their butts off, sometimes 2 jobs to just get by, and they still can't afford food. And we're just giving money to people who want to break our laws. I want to know how you feel about this. Tell me what you think.
Yo, we got to check this out. So 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Kansas City's down by 3. Okay, it's 1st and 10. The ball's on the 25-yard line. You can see it here. They've got to go to the 35 to get a first down. Let's take a look.
Patrick Mahomes with the ball to go win the Super Bowl.
Here's Mahomes across the middle. Kelsey forges ahead. He's got 11 and a first.
You think he's
11 and a first. Okay, Nance just said 11 and a first. So he got to the 36-yard line. Next play.
comfortable in this situation?
Boy, this
He's shown
combo,
it.
these two, won't be surprised if they combine a couple more times down the field.
They're coming after him.
Able to escape and run toward the sideline and out of bounds at the 38.
3 is very different.
At the 38, meaning Patrick Mahomes just gained 2 yards, right? So the graphic has now changed to second down, which it would be. It would be 2nd and 8. It should be.
Than 4. To Jay's point
Let's watch this graphic here.
earlier, how huge that extra point was. When you have to score a touchdown under 2 minutes, your mindset is completely different. And with 2 timeouts, you've got all the time in the world. You know you've got the safety net of the field goal. You can be aggressive, but you don't have to.
Oh, they just gave him a fresh set of downs. You definitely got all the time in the world, right? They just gave him a fresh set of downs.
Push it. If it's not there, you can throw it away or even check it down right now.
And look,
First play was not a first.
they line him up. They line up where they're supposed to be, but they get a fresh set of downs in a critical time in the game.
I know this is the same as the one we saw yesterday, except it's been elongated and kind of broken down a little bit. But I had to see if there was other videos on it. And I think that's insane. It had to have been rigged. And it's got to do with some of those Taylor Swift conspiracy theories that we're hearing about. They had to win the Super Bowl because of Taylor Swift fans, right? Hey, thanks again for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Oh, here's my cutting room floor. 3, 2, 1. We're not going to get anything done today because I have 3 dogs on my bed, which is my office / studio today. So there's going to be a lot of this. You like it? I do. I love them. Well, it looks like Rocky's decided to join us because drones. I should just let the dogs do the commentary today. You know as well as I do that those were drones. Vibrations, vibration and vibrations, and vibrating vibrations. What the actual F? We're doing dogs today. Vibration. I'm going to go out on a limb here, okay? No. I know this is silly, but those are probably drones. What the actual F? The doggy brigade just got back. Hi. What the actual F? And that sucks.